I'm a little slow today, but welcome back, you Inglorious Bastards and magnificent bitches. It is I, Doc Camo, and we're back. My thought of the day. Sorry that I didn't have one yesterday. I've been fixing my Jeep. It's still, I got a vacuum leak. There's a whole bunch of problems. So much time, so much shit to do in a day, and only so much time. Today we're going to talk about a few things. The first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about Derek Chauvin, the police officer from the George Floyd incident, and the fact that they're his trial and stuff. We're going to talk about Burger King failing at wokeness, and we're going to talk about our illustrious president. Illustrious might not be the right name for it, but our senile president and his demon spawn vice president, because there's some information going on with them. But as always, the censorship's getting worse. We haven't been able to post on YouTube for a couple weeks because of we got a strike. They're taking videos down. They said a video on vaccine passports was medical misinformation, even though I didn't say anything about the vaccine or virus. I was talking about requiring a document with my medical information on it, violating my private. Anyway, the best thing you can do to help is to go to the website directly at www.that'sapoint.squarespace.com and join the email list and or consider becoming a member for $5 a month. If we get enough of you becoming a member, we're completely protected from all the censorship crap, and we could continue moving on forward. Other than that, we're going to continue moving on forward. And if you even just join the email list, at least, and you view the content from the website, at least you get it directly from us. It makes it better. If not, please like, share, subscribe, review, do all the tools your platform offers to help boost us in the ratings, to help get us boosted up there, because it's the only way we can beat this machine. I mean, it really is. It's the only way we could move forward and continue talking to you guys. Because I really enjoy talking to you guys. Somebody got to do it. I wasn't always political, but I mean, things have been so bad lately that I've had no choice. At least I felt that way. I felt like I've had no real choice in the matter of whether or not I have to do something. And this is the best thing I can do, is share my knowledge with you guys. But anyways, without further ado, Derek Chauvin. Well, now we'll get into Derek Chauvin in a minute. Well, I want to talk about this real Burger King. That's why I have the real Burger King up there. The real Burger King. Burger King is, it's been woke. It's been tweeting like woke things, but more like most corporations for a little bit while now. Well, on International Women's Day here the other day, they decided to get wokest as woke. And they decided to get so woke because not a lot of women work at Burger King and work in kitchen or culinary arts. They decided to say women belong in the kitchen, trying to like promote fucking that weird fucking please be chefs or whatever fucking thing on International Women's Day. And obviously it was not received well. Women took it as Burger King was being patriarchal, telling them to shut the fuck up and get back in the kitchen. I mean, Burger King, bro, you need to fire your marketing or your PR people, because if they who are your social media manager, because they failed you. They failed you epically. They fucking bent you over and stuck it in with no lube. Oh, it's just little funny things, but I think it's funny that these companies try and do woke and they go broke, and it's awesome. But I think it's funny that they're being attacked by the people that the Womicksons, the people that they were trying to help with this wokeness. Oh, epic woke backfire. Telling women to get back in the fucking kitchen. Yeah, I can't believe you didn't think that was. I was watching Tim Pool last night, and what is this actor's name? It was an African American actor. Let me look at the video. Like, not actually look at the video, but it'll say who he's with when I look through. Don't play a video when I look through the list. But it was like Charlton. No, I might have got that wrong. Of course, you're gonna make it so much difficult to find like this video. There should be like a list of videos where we. Um, why do you have to be difficult, internet? I just want Clifton Duncan. He said they should have changed their name to the Burger Queen for a day, and that would have been a better like pro Women's Day pro female message. And I agree, the Burger Queen probably would have been a better message. But instead, you told bitches to get back in the kitchen. Who came up with that? Oh, I think your social media manager trolled your ass, and you listened to it, fell hook, line, and sinker. No wonder why you went out of business during COVID. I don't know. Humanity's been getting crazy with this wokeness. It, everything's whiteness now. Even Asians are white. The only thing that's not whiteness anymore are the white Slavics. I mean, they're now black. But just, oh my god, I don't know how everybody like can move forward from here. Like Burger King, I want you to make burgers, not politics. Hollywood, I want you to make movies, not politics. I go to you to escape politics. I go to you to eat food. When I want politics, I'll go to a Tim Pool. I'll go to a fucking Joe Rogan. I'll go to a Styx Hammer. I'm not. I'm not gonna go to you. It's just that's not gonna happen. You would not the be all end all of politics, Burger King. You make fucking burgers, so shut the fuck up and get back in the kitchen yourself. Make like the bitches that you think that should be in the kitchen and get back in that motherfucking kitchen. I can't wait to see how much more this blows up in their face because this is sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet wokeness karma punching you back in the face. I'm just saying. All right, all right, all right. And we're back. All right, so now we're going to talk about the Derek Chauvin trial because this shit's insane. I mean, if you've been living under a rock, you might not know what's going on. I'm going to get a better chair. But just in case you don't, Derek Chauvin was the cop, one of the 4 cops that got arrested in the George Floyd incident. And if you don't know the George Floyd incident, he was a Minneapolis man that lost his life during an encounter with the police. I'm not going to say the police killed him. That's for the trial to determine. There's dissenting medical examining information, and obviously one of them is wrong. So we'll let the trial do its thing. Not that I trust the trial. And we'll get into that. So first of all, I got to say, I'm going to offend both camps today with this. Like, you're not going to, like, if you're conservative or right, you're not going to like what I have to say. And if you're left, you're not going to like what I have to say. So first, let's target the left because the left is the worst fucking group of the entire fucking circus that we have. And they need to hear this. Derek Chauvin did not kill George Floyd and should not be charged for murder of George Floyd. George Floyd probably died of the drug overdose. They found fentanyl in his system. So unless you can prove to me that they didn't, he was already dead. Especially since he had enough fentanyl in him to kill 11 adults. something like that. He was already dying. With that being said, the right. Kneeling on somebody's neck for 8.5 minutes is unacceptable. I understand. I was in the army. It's a good. You hold them down, you get them trained, and you handcuff them. The police are trained to do that. They train them to do that in Minneapolis. But even in the army, even with combat enemy combatants, there's a step after that: secure and separate. If I had stayed on a guy handcuffed, knee on his neck for 9.5 minutes, and he died, I'd be in Leavenworth right now. You should not have fucking. You should not. We should be treating our citizens with more respect than we treat the enemy. So if I can't do that to the enemy, you should be able to do that to our citizens, period, even if it wasn't the result of death. If he had in his overdose and shifted and you cut off his carotid artery, 8 seconds, unconscious, 9 seconds starts brain damage. If you shifted somehow or whatever, and not meaning it or whatever, cut off the carotid artery, 8 seconds unconscious, 9 seconds starts brain damage. No, that's not. As soon as you had him handcuffed, you should have taken your knee off his neck and secured that motherfucker in a cruiser or something. And if you had done that, you would have seen that he was dying of the said overdose you said he was dying of, and you could probably got him help quicker, or maybe it wouldn't be such a fucking disaster. It definitely wouldn't have been a PR fucking nightmare. At least not what it was. I'm sorry. He may not have intentionally tried to kill George Floyd, but he is guilty of manslaughter. I'm sorry, he is. That could have killed him. And is like 8.5 minutes is beyond a reasonable doubt, in my opinion, that like you can't. I'm sorry, that I don't think you should get intentional murder, and the fact that the judge delayed the trial to add another murder charge, like murder second, murder third, or whatever. I don't agree with that at all. I don't think he woke up fucking that day and was like, let's go kill some black people. Like, I don't think that's the fucking case. I think that's ridiculous. But I'm also going to say that we shouldn't try him. We should just, at this point, because of what the judge did and how they're trying to fucking charge him with even more shit after they already charged him with a bunch of shit and they're delaying the trial and they're trying to add more on top of it and more that makes no sense. I don't think we should go to trial at all because there's no actual way hell he's going to get a fair trial. Either the jury is going to be biased for him or the jury is going to be biased against him. And he has a right to a fair trial whether he's guilty or innocent. And if he can't have a fair trial either way, if George Floyd's family can't have a fair trial against him and he can't have a fair trial in his defense, then this whole thing is a mistrial. This whole thing is a farce. This thing should be fucking thrown out. At the very least, Minneapolis, you might want to address your police training because there's a step after you nail on people's necks and handcuff them. Once they handcuff them, there's a step after that. You don't just keep them down on the ground. There's a motherfucking step. It's called secure and separate. Search them. Investigation. Do you? I don't know. I wasn't there. I can't really fucking say. I'm just going off of he said, she said from both fucking sides. But this whole fucking shit's a mess. It's created this entire mess that's been fucking rocking this country for fucking months. The only thing it's not responsible for is the fucking pandemic. I don't know if we can go forward from here. Like, how are we supposed to? We can't just not let the trial happen. George Floyd, whether Chauvin's innocent or guilty, George Floyd's family deserves their trial, deserves justice to be like, deserves the truth to come out. Chauvin deserves his day in court. He deserves to be treated as innocent until proven guilty. It's not going to happen that way, though. And the fact that it can't happen that way because this is an extremely political trial. How are we supposed to trial him without a mistrial? How are we supposed to trial him without violating his rights? How are we supposed to trial him without people thinking he can never be proven guilty? And how are we supposed to trial him with people thinking that he's flat out not innocent? There's no trial of his peers. There's no trial. He's not going to get a fair trial. There's no way in hell he gets a fair trial. And like I thought it was a slim chance in hell he got a fair trial. I was trying to figure out how he could get a fair trial. And then when the judge came in and was like, no, we're delaying this, add another murder charge. The judge is telling them to add more charges. This is flat out ridiculous. And if you're on the left, this is going to result in him getting off because you're overcharging him. If you're on the right, you already know this is garbage. I really don't know how we go forward from here. We have to reach a compromise, a middle ground, something that we can both agree on, or war is going to be inevitable. I'm just saying. All right, this one's going to be a big whopper, and the left is going to get mad at me and will probably call me hyperbolic.